So I came up with a little list. Here's 10 things that you shouldn't do when you carry a gun. Just some gun etiquette for you. One of the first things you shouldn't do when carrying a gun is getting into a fist fight. Now, a lot of times, even when you see, a lot of these old police videos of these police shootings, you got to understand, because a lot of people say like, oh, why don't you just wrestle him or something? You got to understand, when you have a pistol on you and you get into a fist fight with somebody, you can't afford to get knocked out, bro. You get knocked out, if someone gets the upper hand over you, boom, you can lose your gun like that. So instead of the police officer having a gun, imagine you the one with the gun. You want to be fist fighting people with a pistol on you? No, you don't. So when you are carrying a gun, you need to understand that you're not the normal person. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You have the ultimate equalizer on you, and you need to move accordingly. Don't be getting into fist fights with people, because a fist fight when you have a gun on you it's like giving your opponent the opportunity to have the ultimate equalizer. One of the second things you don't do when carrying a gun is, if you stay in a place where it's legal to open carry, it's like, I get it. Go ahead and open carry if you want, but don't open carry everywhere. So I live in Nevada, right? In Vegas. I mean, it's an open carry state, so you see people walking around, some people have guns on them and all that, but there's certain places where people just don't open carry at, even though it's legal for them to. You don't see people in the grocery store open carrying, you don't see people just walking in a restaurant open carrying. Save open carrying for the appropriate places. Even though it's legal, I get it, but it's not really always in your best interest, A lot of times it just brings unnecessary attention to you. I mean, if you ask me, unnecessary attention isn't something that you really want, Number 4, don't ever unholster your gun in public, okay? Unless you're about to shoot that motherfucker, some guy comes in, some guy walks by you and he wants to talk to you about it, don't unholster your weapon, bro. You don't take your gun out just to look at it. You don't go through all that. You don't do any of that stuff in public ever, okay? Don't ever do that stuff. Always keep your gun holstered in public. If you get in your car, because here it's legal, I could just ride around with a stick like on my passenger seat, or on my lap, anywhere, So when you get into your car, and if you want to unholster it then, by all means, go ahead. You're in your car, do what you do. Other than that, don't unholster your weapon in public. Number 5, something you shouldn't do when you have a gun is, like I just said, it's legal to have your gun on the seat, you could just have your gun out, sitting in your lap riding around if you want. You might go to the gas station, you might have a stick on you, like you're not really trying to like have a stick on your waist, like, you feel me? Like, look, bro, like I'm not trying to have like this, I'm not trying to have this on my waist, bro. Like, of course it would be in the holster I just dropped, but it's just kind of obnoxious to have like this. So a lot of people's solution to that is to just leave the gun on the car seat. You go to the gas station, leave the gun on your seat, go in the store. Don't do that. If you get out your car, doesn't matter if your car is locked, doesn't matter if you can see it right there and all that, it doesn't matter, bro. You have to be religious when it comes to this stuff. Okay, so even when no one's watching, you still have to do these things. Put it under the seat, put it in the glove box, put it on the floor in the back seat, put it somewhere. Do not just leave a visible pistol out on your seat when you're not in the car, bro. Like I said, you think you just running in the gas station for 30 seconds and everything's gonna be all good? It's about decreasing the probability of your windows getting broken and your gun getting stolen. There's also been times where once you get into the flow of having a gun, it's not like you always remember it, Sometimes you might go to the gas station, you take your gun, put it under the seat, you go into the gas station, You come out with a bag or two from the gas station, you get in the car, you drive home, and it's almost like instinct to just get out the car and walk up. There's been times where I've gotten out the car, I get up to my house and I'm like, damn, like I left my gun in the car. When you guys have guns, y'all know what I'm talking about, you know? Yeah, that's one thing that you want to try not to do. Don't just leave it out. Number 6. Don't ever touch the trigger of your gun unless you're firing the gun. All you have to do is just go online and you can see videos of people, dumb people, fucking around with the gun with their finger on the trigger. This is not what you do when you're fiddling with your gun. If you want to fiddle with a gun, this is what you do, okay? If you really want to fiddle with a gun, first thing you want to do, put it on safety. Second thing you want to do is hold your weapon like this. Don't fiddle with your gun with your finger on the trigger. Don't be taking pictures, you know, fiddling around with your gun, especially with guns you haven't shot. You don't know how sensitive the trigger is, you know. All the time we see people getting shot, you know, people having accidents. It's just ridiculous. This is like 101 when it comes to gun ownership. It's like the trigger is the kill switch, bro. You don't touch the kill switch unless you want to kill something. It's not worth doing for a picture. It's not worth the inconvenience of an accidental bullet, even if it doesn't hit anyone. I mean, you want a bullet hole in your fucking wall at home? Didn't think so. Number 7, when you carrying a gun, you need to do what you need to do for your own conscience when it comes to having a gun. Some people might not be comfortable with having a gun with one in the chamber and no safety. So if you're one of those people and you know how to handle a gun, but at the same time, you still want the option for a safety, stay away from the Glocks, you know? It's like, I know it's a popular gun, everybody wants one, but make sure that you get a gun with a safety on it, you know, if that's what you want. If you want to prevent snag, if you want to prevent any kind of other accidental fire, make sure that you have a holster for your weapon. Don't just walk around with the pistol in your pocket, you know? Keep a holster for it. Just take any of the safety precautions that you need to take for your own conscience and safety when it comes to having a gun. You have a bunch of kids around the house, you need to make sure, I'm not gonna say you need to keep the gun in a safe, you need to keep it somewhere where they can stay away from it. For one, I just always keep my gun on me, so even when I'm in the house, if there is kids in there, there's no way they're getting to it. But like I said, you might be the kind of person who needs to keep your guns in a safe. You might be the kind of person who needs to have your gun up on your wall away from where the kids can't get to it, you know? You might have to do those kind of things. So like I said, that's number 7, okay? Do what you need to do for your own conscience when it comes to carrying a gun. Number 8, don't ever look down your barrel. If there's something you're trying to see in there, use your phone camera, use something else, bro. Be superstitious about this one. When I have a gun and it turns towards me, now there's something eerie and sardonic, devilish about the way it feels to look down the barrel of a gun. I've actually looked down the barrel of about 3 guns back in the day, but it's kind of simple. Be superstitious about never looking down the barrel of your gun. A gun that you can't get to might as well not even be there. So if you keep a gun on you, especially when you're driving, keep a full magazine, keep one in the chamber, keep it within arm's reach. Because like I said, if you can't get to it, it might as well not even be there. And of course, it's gonna work a lot better when it comes to road rage incidents. It's like, think about how fucked up the gun laws are in California. It's like you can't have anything. If you do have a gun, it has to be some bullshit ass water gun. Your bottle of water has to be over here, but then the gun has to be locked up over here. It's just ridiculous, bro. Like, how the hell are you gonna protect yourself moving around like that, you know? So, of course, you know, consider where you live at and all that. I would suggest if you're really into gun ownership and all that, try moving to a state that's just friendlier with gun ownership, where they don't trip off that and you can have the kind of guns that you want to have and all that. Like I said, keep a full magazine, keep a backup magazine if you can, keep one in the chamber, and just be on point for problems that may come about Some of those problems are gonna come in the form of road rage, and you need to be able to protect yourself. I mean, if you're a 20-year-old woman out there, I would strongly suggest you move like this. You're a person who's very, very particular about the level of safety that you have around you. I strongly suggest that you move like this. Number 9, when it comes to gun ownership, sometimes people can be loudmouths, you know? I would say don't talk in public about how many guns you have, and definitely do not bring up how right now you're concealed carrying. When I went to buy my gun, the guy who was in the store, he actually said this to me, you know, he actually told me like, yeah, you know, I'm carrying right here, pulled out a magazine. But here's the thing, he's in a gun store selling guns, bro. It's okay for him to do that. But you don't take your ass out in public talking about all your fucking guns, talking about how you're concealed and carrying right now. You know, it's corny, it's very, honestly, I can't think of another word right now, but it's corny, it's lame, and in the big picture, you won't get anything out of that except you're gonna look corny and lame. Number 10, don't troll police. It's like, you always see this, bro. You always see some dude with an AR pistol and he's just walking up the fucking road, you know, police show up and then he just wants to give them the whole spiel about how it's actually a pistol, you know, and all, just all this bullshit. Look, bro, don't be playing around like that, bro. Like, I get it, you know, you want to show the police that you know, that they don't know what they're talking about, and you have legal authority to carry, but come on, bro. Like, why are you just trolling the police? I saw a video, this fool is just walking up the street with a bulletproof vest on, camo clothes, and a fucking AR pistol and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Just trolling police, bro. It's corny, and honestly, is that kind of shit is what makes people not really like guns. If you're gonna carry a gun, then go ahead and carry your gun and use it for your safety. But call me what you want, but I just don't really support the whole, you know, I'm gonna use my gun to troll the police. It's just kind of goofy, bro. Like, what? I mean, what the fuck are you doing? You don't have nothing else better to do on a fucking Sunday? Those are the 10 gun carrying commandments. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. I got a lot more content coming for you guys soon. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want to hear. You already know what it is, man. Sir Dancing, follow me on IG. Send me all the content. I'm going to start reacting to everything soon. Peace. Take it easy, folks. I'm out.